I know you're playing with a new team. I think it's a team problem. Teammates. This dude's right behind you. Holy moly. I think as a team, you guys play too close together. Whoa, what did I just do? And like when you play close together, like I don't even, the only, think about it like logically. When a player plays this close, they're only playing for the, like the smallest of opportunities. When a player plays this close, they're only playing for the most perfect pass. Like you can't play for perfection. Rocket League is such a sloppy game. And like with this play, like just to use teammates as an example, I don't even want this player here. I want him out. I would rather this player be like right here. Like right now, right here. And hit this zone with like some sort of speed than to be here not moving. Like it's better to be slightly out of position. I believe this is like champ 1, champ 2, maybe champ. I think it's champ 2. Let's call it champ 2. We're going to look at IC3. This will be RSC 3v3. New season, first game with the new team. Let's take a look, man. RSC is a league that a lot of players in our community play in. New team. Typically, IC3 is a little bit more defensive and controlled. All good. I'm not going to nitpick every play, but I wish you went up for this and went for the corner clear. Like, you had it. I thought you were going to do that. I was about to be like, boom, boom. Like, you have that. I know it feels awkward. Because it's like, oh, what if I miss? But, like, what's more awkward? Playing shadow defense and that? Or, like, missing a corner clear that... I'm not saying, like, always missing is a good thing. But, like, if you miss this, at least your teammate knows that you're missing it. And they could challenge this with confidence versus, like, now having to think, like, are they going to play it? Is Strut, the opponent, going to hit it? You know, is this player going to hit it? It's just a little bit more confusing. But not gonna nitpick every play. Getting a little bit low momentum in the offensive midfield. Happened twice. Happened again 3 times. Purely just loss of movement. Very good. Nice try. And good job. Well, we'll take it. Good. It's a good challenge from the goal line. Those are typically hard. Getting a movement vibe. Good. Nice try. It's a good play. Good. Yeah, we're getting stuck. Like, you're just thinking. So this was good. Where, like, you're here, you're very close, you're stuck, but you keep moving. Like, eventually, I'm gonna say that's bad because, like, there's no point in position. Like, I'm not trying to... I don't want to be a meanie head, but the only opportunity you're playing for is that this ball goes out, whether it's through a pass or a 50. Yes, it's an opportunity, but, like, a very unlikely opportunity. My issue with this replay, and I'll show you the times, we play, like, an aggressive second, third, but we just sit. And when you sit, like, I don't know. I mean, really, in perfect world, you shouldn't sit at all in Rocket League. You should always be moving. But let me just show you. I'm 100% getting a movement vibe. And I think it's from... I think we're playing too aggressive via our position. Like, we're moving up the field too quickly as a second and a third, and we're getting stuck in the midfield because our play timing is off. Like, you're moving right now, right? Like, So when I say loss of movement, loss of momentum, like you are moving, but like you can see when you're not like moving, meaning nearly supersonic, eventually always supersonic, but you know, above base speed, like one hard hitting touch, aka a boom, beats you. I talk about movement a lot, but like everything is harder in this game when you're not moving. I mean, let's say you do read this. Well, because you're not moving, you're going to have to waste more boost to be mechanical. When you're not moving, it's harder to read. It's harder to challenge. It's harder to fake and play defense because you're not moving. So you will waste more boost. And keep showing these examples of the movement. It's really only happening. This is good. It's only happening here as a second, third here. Like specifically that zone. Like defense looks fine. And I think we're just pushing too aggressively. Where like this time we're a third, but like, okay, this player's a second, we're a third. If we're a third, we should just be a little bit farther back to have better spacing, like kind of that equidistant spacing. Or this player could leave the play and you could be a second right here. This is good spacing. When you space out, like better play timing, respecting solo play from teammates, which is the goal. And you're not really a follow-up 50-50 type of player. You're not really, you know, where this player does something and you follow up and aggressively attack the ball. You're not really that type of a player. You're kind of a solo play player. And I think we're just pushing too aggressively. And I don't think it's rotation based. I think it's more of like transition based where like, okay, now you guys are moving up the field and you just get here too quick. I guess you could call that a rotation, but you're not really like rotating in a circle. You're just driving in a straight line. And I think we just like move up too quick and then we like get caught off and then things just get choppy. Like all these plays kind of look different, but it's part of that transition, offensive midfield, second, third man role. And like, I want your offensive plays or transition plays to look like this. I'm talking like purely the challenge and the movement where it was nice and flowy. Not necessarily what you do with the ball. But on defense, it looks good. But then we get to offense and then we get all... We do a good job of moving right there, but we move because the ball skirts around the goal line. We get to this zone and if like this ball got stuck right here, we would be like sitting right here stuck. And I think what you could focus on is kind of deeper second man, deeper third man, like literally playing a second man like right here, a third man back here, so that like as a third you're hitting the midfield with momentum, as a second you're hitting the midfield with momentum, and you could like look for fakes to keep momentum. I always talk about widening, but like extending or looping or widening rotations to have more flowy play timing. I'm going to see if it's a rotation thing. I don't think so. I think it's purely moving up the field, transitioning. This was good play. Right? Like, I know you're playing with a new team. I think it's a team problem. Teammates. This dude's right behind you. Holy moly. I think as a team, you guys play too close together. Whoa, what did I just do? And like when you play close together, like I don't even, think about it like logically. When a player plays this close, they're only playing for the smallest of opportunities. When a player plays this close, they're only playing for the most perfect pass. Like you can't play for perfection. Rocket League is such a sloppy game. And like with this play, like just to use teammates as an example, I don't even want this player here. I want him out. I would rather this player be like right here. Like right now, right here. And hit this zone with like some sort of speed than to be here not moving. Like it's better to be slightly out of position. So that's where I'm at with this, and I'll keep like showing examples, but second, third man, a little bit deeper, deeper. Like stop playing for these passes. I know you want to. I know they sometimes work, but they're not going to work. Like when I work with players privately and I see stuff like this, I always, and like I get to have a back and forth with the player. I always ask them like, dude, how many times do you get the perfect pass and you score? Like it's no joke. Like I would say 1 out of 100. It is so rare that you playing tight, positioned perfectly without speed ends up scoring. Because even if it is rare to get the pass, and even if they get the pass, it's rare that you're beating the goal line defender who is reading the pass. Because the negatives of positioning in the midfield on offense, like just bonus. Oh my gosh. Like I still don't understand how players do not have POVs. Okay, so like this player can see you, right? So these are the negatives of playing close in the midfield as a second or a third. The goal line defender can see you. So even if the pass is perfect, the shot is perfect, they have an easier chance of defending. I don't know how this player doesn't see, but that's all good. All good in the hood. Try to keep showing examples like deep third, right? Deep third, deep third. Deep second. Right, now we're playing a close second. And, like, I guess you could take deep third from this, but, like, I'm not... Like, the only thing with deep third or deep second that I want is the positioning. That's the only thing I want from the concept of playstyle strategy. I mean, it just depends, like, long-term IC3. I've never seen you as a close... You know, if they 50, you're following up quickly. If they pass, you're ripping a shot. Like, I've never seen you as that player. I've always seen you as a control-based player. And, like, just play at the midfield. Like, this is the rule of thumb. Second man, midfield, so that you're hitting the offensive midfield with momentum. Third man, deep. Like, just this kind of quarter pad line right here. So that you're hitting the midfield line with momentum. And then look for those fakes. Right? Like, you being choked up via space right there is what leads into a double commit. And yes, your teammate didn't have to go for this. But, like, we're working purely individually right now. Like, I just don't want you so close. It's leading into, like, awkward scenarios. Like, see how close we are? I'm going to be kind of annoying with this. So, I know you get it. I would hope you get it. I want this. See how we're deep, far back, fake, and then we... I mean, right? Isn't that funny? Am I like a genius? I'm not a genius, but like, anytime we're close, you're positioning for a very narrow opportunity. It leads into a mistake, whether it's mechanical or a double commit or the ball's boomed over your head. Right? Anytime you're close. Right? Anytime we're far, we have flowy momentum. We're deep, fake, and we play a good challenge. Like, try to get that POV. Show teammate. Like, I'm going to get through the rest of this replay, but just trying to, like, build on this. Like, when you're not moving in Rocket League, mechanics break down. Eventually, your mechanics get good enough that they don't break down there, but for the most part, you need to move. I think rotationally, you're fine. It's purely positioning. Positioning and spacing. Rotationally, you're solid. The concepts I'm talking about right now can build for sure. Both with like how you play the ball, types of cuts. But just like trust the position, trust the space. when you position, you're positioning for a range of options rather than for something like super narrow. Like, you see how, like, you go to control the ball right there, a little bit of air dribble, right? You look for that play a lot, and when you play super close, you can't get that play. And then to play devil's advocate, Cali Cat playing close, little bit far, but not moving, not moving. Mechanics breakdown, getting scored on. Yes, you lost your 50, but like, this is that movement. He had the spacing, but he's not moving. And it's like, I would have rather had him play deeper than this and move. And then another parallel, I'm saying you're not this type of player, but look at Ryzen, whatever this dude's name is. See how they're playing for your 50-50? They're playing for the pickup. They're playing for a pass. They're playing for something super narrow. It's important to get good at this. But, like, they just gave up their position. So, I hope that makes sense. Like, these are what we're trying to fix. Giving you a lot of examples in here. New team looks fine. It's just, when I watch players, like, I always want to pick apart the elements that make them good. And, I mean, unless, like, you want a huge playstyle shift about playing close, like there is a complete overhaul of mechanics, like what you go for. The types of decisions you make. Actually tweaking your rotations. And really taking on a much more aggressive mindset. So, that's like, you know, I hope you submit a replay next week. You know, we're trying to fix this, right? The choked up. We're trying to fix the follow-up 50 mindset, the pass mindset. And you just let me know, like, I know stream replays don't allow for, you know, content coaching, allow for back and forth like private coaching would. But let me know, like, I mean, how you start seeing yourself as a player. I think we've done a lot of good work. And if you're like, example, everything I talked about, if you're like, no, I want to be there, I want to be close, then that's going to, like, kind of change what, like, what types of concepts I work with you. But in terms of the spacing part, that was the direct mistake we were making. Everything else looked good. Some other stuff breaking down, but I think the root of it all was that kind of choked up spacing. Hope that helped.